How are your doings been? So I've been keeping a little secret for the past month or so. It doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. Usually I'm very open with my experiments, but I had to make a change, and I've been a little fearful of the reaction of all you reactors out there. So today we gotta get it off my chest. Let's do this. So, as you all may or may not be aware, I have changed my diet a couple times in my life. At least 3 times. I'm pretty sure it's not more than that. Why do I do it, you ask? I did make a video about it. For those who haven't seen it, why do I change my diet all the time? I don't plan on doing it, and I don't want to do it ever again. It's just, I haven't found the fully encompassing diet where it ticks all boxes. My energy is high all day long, my mood is good, my digestion is good, and my skin is clear. That's all I want. It's pretty simple. Just give me that and I'll be happy. I don't have to obsess over food anymore. Just give me those things, a couple things, and I'll just give me them. So originally I thought it was gonna be the fruit path, because that's what allowed me to get off all my medications. So I've always kind of linked fruit to be the healing food. But really, the reality is I was still having ulcerative colitis flare-ups well into my journey. I started eating healthy 2008, and my last flare was 2012. So that's 4 years on a healing fruit diet, and I still had a flare-up, and it was because of dairy. I finally figured it out. I'm allergic to dairy. That's what was causing my ulcerative colitis. So it wasn't necessarily the fruit was healing me, it was avoiding the dairy which healed me. Throughout my whole journey eating mostly fruit, I'd always have the blood sugar spike, no matter what I did. I could work out beforehand. The odd time I didn't. There was the odd time where it's like, even if I eat just dates as a mono meal, I've done it before and I didn't feel tired after. I was like, that was interesting. But it was never consistent. It's just like the next day I try a similar meal and it's like crash. It's like, why? What the hell happened? So while I do believe fruit is a healthy food for most people, if you're having the blood sugar spikes and you're exhausted after it, it's doing damage to you. So throughout my whole journey, I've been getting serious acne from the fruits and the blood sugar spikes, fatiguing, just a bunch of symptoms. And people say, detox, man. You're just detoxing your filthy, smelly colon. And it's like, is it? Is it though? Because I get the same symptoms from starch. It's just the sugar, in my opinion. It's not, sweet potatoes aren't super detoxifying, but I still get, it's just the sugar. Either I got super high fungal loads in my body, or I got diabetes out the yin yang. I've always had normal fasting blood sugar, but it spikes after that meal. It gets up as high as 237, I think is the highest it's ever been after a fruit meal, like 1 hour after. And people say, oh, that's normal. It'll come down, then you're no longer diabetic. It's like, no, I'm exhausted after. I feel like shit. The sugar raised too high, it sloshes up the blood. So I've had this obsession. Like, okay, if fruit's not working for me, what the hell else am I supposed to eat? And I've tried many different paths. The starch-based is what I've been doing for the most of my time here in Thailand. People say I don't give these things enough time. Your time. I've been eating mostly starch-based dating back to the restaurant cleanse, which was only just slightly higher in like coconut oil, just because of the oily nature of restaurant foods. But that was all starch-based. It was always rice and veggies. Starch-based for many months now, and it's still, my skin will not clear up. It's been annoying me. So the most success I've had so far as a vegan, when we're ticking all boxes here, happy mood, high energy, clear-minded, clear skin, holy shit, was on the high-fat vegan diet. So for the last month or so, I've just been doing it. And I've wanted to make videos on it, but honestly, I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it from you guys. Oh, here he goes again. changing his diet. Veganism doesn't work. It's like, I will make it work. You shut your mouth. It's like, I'm just trying to be happy and healthy. Just let me live. So I started slowly increasing my fats, and I started to feel so much better. I just do not feel well on 0 overts. It's just, I don't see how anybody does it. I don't understand it. We need hormones to function, and it's like, I don't feel good on that. The 95.5, like, holy shit. How do people do that? I don't know. But if you feel good, dude, don't let me discourage you. I'm so sorry if I discourage people away from eating fruit and starches. I don't mean to. I just want to, I'm making observations here, and bad things happen in my body when I consume these foods, so I'm just relating my experiences, and I do not want to scare you away. Fruit is not going to aid you unless you feel that high blood sugar sustained in your blood. It's like, it's problematic for some people, but even diabetics have healed their diabetes on fruit-based diet, so it is possible. It's just something is haywire in my body. Could be adrenal fatigue, could be pancreatic insufficiency. I don't know what it is, but fruit messes me up. Doesn't mean it's gonna mess you up. It's just, I'm saying it could. And troubleshoot. If you're having problems on the fruit, take a look, take a closer look. And I'm trying to provide an alternative. That's why I feel so drawn to the high-fat diet, because some people struggle on the fruits and the starches. And it's like, what's the alternative? You go back to eating meat. And we know it's not the answer, right? We know it. Some of us know it. Not everybody knows it or believes it. That's fine. But I believe it. And the alternative is the high-fat vegan. And there's not a lot of people doing it. But I myself feel so much better on the fats. There's something about avoiding sugar that just feels good to me. And I know there's a lot of people similar. So if you're struggling on the fruits, you might not be, but if you are, we need to find alternative measures. And the high-fat thing is backed by science if you care about science. Dr. Greger's in favor of it. He's a fan. Look up the Eco Atkins diet. And they were using terrible oils like soy oil, a bunch of tofu, and it's like it still lowered cholesterol and did all these. I know a lot of you meat eaters right now are just like, this idiot thinks cholesterol is bad for you. You don't even chug raw eggs at night? How do you sleep? No eggs in your stomach. You can't even sleep like that. Believe what you want about cholesterol. I will just say this. Yes, we produce cholesterol. It's like the most healing substance on earth. But you have to ask yourself, when you're on a meat-based diet, your cholesterol usually rises. Why is that? Cholesterol is a healing substance. In my opinion, it's increasing because you're damaging yourself and your body needs more cholesterol to heal itself. So it's not that cholesterol is bad, but it's a sign. It's like, why is your cholesterol so high? You're causing inflammation and damage. Why is your body trying to fix something if your diet's so good? And cholesterol, I think we get confused on that. It's like, cholesterol's good, it's the healer. But you don't want it there. It's like if firemen are putting out a fire somewhere, it's like, that's a good thing, but it would be better if the firemen weren't there, because there was no fire. You get me? So in my opinion, a vegan diet lowers your cholesterol because it lowers inflammation and it lowers the need for cholesterol. And there is probably a point where you can get too low, where you're down at like 108 cholesterol, and then like, do you have enough cholesterol to make your hormones? Each cell is made of cholesterol. It's like, it's important, but we can make it. And some people just need a bit more dietary fat. Gabriel Cousins, he says too low cholesterol is not good. So when he's coaching people, he has them include the coconut oil because that will raise your cholesterol. Now debate on that as you will. Can you say what I just said? Is the coconut oil causing damage and injuring you and making you raise the cholesterol to fix it? Could be, but I think we need a certain amount. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't know how much we need. They say below 150, you're heart attack proof, but lower than that, is it too low? And there are studies saying too low is associated with mortality increase. So it's like, I don't know, if you have the links, post them down below. What do you believe? Should our cholesterol be super low or medium low or super high? Like Jimmy Moore. His cholesterol is really high, but he's really fat and sick. So basically, we went off on a couple tangents there, but we're coming back to it. I've been eating a higher fat diet, lots of avocados, lots of nuts. I found the nuts here, lots of coconut milk. Will the saturated coconut milk fat give me heart disease? I don't know, maybe. Dr. Greger says it does, but usually those kind of studies are in the context of people eating high carb diets and adding the saturated fat. You gotta flip it. If you lower the carbs, you burn more of the fat. It doesn't hang around and loiter in your body and injure your endothelial cells. He is so smart. How did he? So is a high fat diet healthy long term? I don't know. Is it the best way to eat? I don't know. There's probably not a bunch of science supporting it. But all I can do is look at my body and see what's happening. I eat the higher fat, my skin clears up, and I feel better. So it's like, just do what makes you feel better. For the most part. I mean, cocaine might make you feel better, so don't always do that. Bring in the intuition to know, is that going to make me feel good in a good way? Sustainably long-term way? Or is it a short-term fix? So I didn't even want to tell you guys about this because I know I'm going to get it. I know I'm going to get it, but I can take it. My skin is thick and clearer now, so I can take it. So I will bring some what I eat in a day videos soon, but it's lots of tofu, lots of nuts, lots of veggies. I do want to return to my more healthy ways. I used to be so strict in just that, like, mostly whole foods, healthy, juicing, vegetables, all this stuff. And out here in Thailand, I've completely lost the plot. Not sure what happened. It could just be that I'm lonely as shit out here and I'm trying to eat to calm myself. Just like, it's okay, buddy. Just here, eat some of this. It's like I've been eating out at the restaurants, and then I got into this whole Dr. Amin Raw thing with all these powders and elixirs, and they're constipating the shit out of me. So it's like, I have to try these things for myself. You know, I'm gonna read Dr. Amin Ra's book and then try it for myself. I'm not just gonna be, okay. This is the truth. There's lots of science backing up all these protein powders and stuff. It's like, well, what happens in your body? Can you even digest any of that shit? So he has said himself, he admits in the book, his diet is not a healing diet. It's not a regenerative diet that you do for chronic disease. It doesn't heal. It does heal some things like diabetes and all this, but it's more of a maintenance, longevity diet. So he didn't design it to overcome chronic disease. And that's what I've been fighting my whole life. So it's like, you need to alter some things. So I do want to get away from the powders. I got so many of them still. I do have slightly less amounts of supplements, unless you count the ones up there. I tried to hide them. I'm so sorry. But some I will not take again. The glutamine I won't take. But some of them I do find beneficial. The creatine, a lot of people think it's just for the gains, but it's very anti-glycation, has a bunch of benefits. I might make a video on just why I take the creatine. And I have noticed my body increase in size like 50-fold. So it's mostly just the digestive support that I will keep. Maybe the carnosine. Get a little maca in your life. And I may or may not have more supplements over there. But the magnesium to help you poo. Get your magnesium in there. And these are just electrolytes, potassium and salt, Himalayan salt, cayenne pepper. That's not a supplement. So we're fairly balanced here. We're getting, okay, we have a couple more. The monk fruit for the sugar cravings. It's actually not bad. Little monk fruit on some walnuts and you got yourself a snack. The stevia sucks though. So we'll get down. We'll get rid of the powder soon. So I will finish them, but the supplement load will decrease and the whole food load will increase, and we'll get back to some common sense. That's the plan. So I think that's about it. I'm on a high-fat diet, like 70% fat, feeling much better, and what I'm playing with is the carb amount. How low do I need to go? I don't think I need to go like lower than 100 grams. It's still, I'm getting enough to fuel the brain and the red blood cells. We need some carbs. It's just, to me, when I eat too many and by themselves, they spike that sugar, feed my fungies, feed those fungies, and then give me all kinds of issues. So trying to work with that. How much carbs can I eat without getting acne and other symptoms? That's my goal. I don't want to be on a ketogenic diet. I don't think that's healthy long term. But if I can add just some berries and cashews. You want to carb up, do it on cashews. Oh my God. I have been binging quite a bit. There's a lot to talk about with this whole high fat thing, but I'm definitely less satiated than I was on even the starches. I ate 4,500 calories one day, so I might get super fat soon, but we'll see what happens. So, it's a constant journey here. We're having fun. I'm having fun. Are you getting annoyed with it? I'm sorry, I wish I had one way and this is the way, but until I find it, we experiment and see what happens. So thank you all so much for sticking with me, and I think we're done here. Thumbs up if you like the video. Thumbs down if you changed your diet to just pickles and stray dogs. You made a website, dogsandpickles.com. You only have 3 views on it. It's not a highly searched topic, so just consider putting out a Facebook ad or something. All right, we're done. Vegetable police shirts are available if you so choose. Thank you for watching the videos. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one.